Classes are starting up at schools across the valley. We just saw David Chazanov walking the red carpet there. So we have nurse practitioner Lisa Schaefer here with Healthy U Clinics to talk about some of the health checks that you probably need to have before your kiddo goes off to school, or maybe they're off to school already and you can, do a little check real quick. So one of the first things that you're saying, backpacks. You got to make sure that that is on point.
Yes. So when it comes to backpacks, oftentimes we concentrate on what's inside the backpack. But actually, what's so important is how the backpack is worn.
Oh, really?
Yes. Backpacks need to be close to the child's body. The straps should be tightened so that there's no uneven pressure on the spine or the shoulders. It's very important that the heaviest items be placed closer to the child's body so that the weight can be distributed evenly. And then children should be taught to use 2 straps, not just one.
I think that when I was a kid, my backpack was heavy. I just had it off one shoulder. You're walking out of school. Do you see kids with, problems, back problems, neck problems? Because those backpacks can get heavy.
They certainly can. And it's just also very important to keep the backpacks cleaned out as well. Parents don't think about that, but children often pack things in there and it can get heavy.
So what are some of the other things that we're talking about? I don't know the difference between a sports physical, and I always see this, the clinics, urgent cares, they offer your sports clinic or your sports physical, and then you have your regular physical before you go back to school. What's the difference and why are they important in each aspect?
So that's a great question, and it is confusing oftentimes for parents and adults as well. When we think of a sports physical, think of a form that has to be completed by a provider. And it's actually an evaluation of a child's ability to participate in athletics and sports. Whereas an annual physical, also known as an annual wellness, that's a more comprehensive exam where we go over a child's development, their growth, and their overall well-being.
Do you have to have both as you go into school?
So it's recommended, especially if it's required. Many middle schools and high schools may require a sports physical.
And when should you get it done, especially your annual physical?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and the answer to that is as soon as possible. Many parents tend to wait till the last minute or the last week before school, and time slots often fill up, and there may not be times to get the forms completed.
What would you say to those parents, though? If their child is a little uneasy to go get a physical, because sometimes going to the doctor, it's a little intimidating.
It can be a little intimidating. So I think what's important there is just to reassure your child that health and wellness are a part of our life, a very important part of our life.
I know you wanted to talk about one thing too. Another thing, you got to be nice. You got to be kind as you go back to school.
Yes, I think that that's essential, and we can talk about supplies and we can talk about physicals, but at the end of the day, we really need to teach our children to be kind to other children.
It does go a long way.
It goes a long way.
It makes you feel good if you have that smile from somebody, and then just makes your day go better.
Yes.
Well, Lisa, thank you. Good stuff this morning.
Absolutely.
As kids go back to school, more and more. All right, we'll be back after a quick break.